Pokemon Battle Royale is a wrestling battle? Before we start, subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, share, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about this Poke video. With that being said, it's time to battle. Throughout the years, I have been pointing out that the Battle Royale, everybody, do you hear me on this? The Pokemon Battle Royale in the Alola region. A Battle Royale is a type of Pokemon battle introduced in Pokemon Sun and Moon. A battle royale involves 4 trainers all battling each other at the same time. The format is based on the battles that the 4 Guardians deities of Alola take part in to decide who is the strongest of them all. Now, if I'm not mistaken, ain't it been strange lately that I have been putting out there as well that certain Pokemon have that wrestling variation, especially a WWE wrestling variation? Oh yes, a luchador, a heel luchador, and a powerful wrestler. So let me ask you this. If you combine Pokemon with wrestling, what do you get? A WWE variation. No lie. If I was to tell you a lie, it's like me asking you, do you want a cookie? Because you know what? Show me breakfast. Because you know what? Let's talk about a tag team variation of wrestling. Now you're like, hold on, what's that supposed to mean? The Battle Royale was first introduced in Pushing the Fiery Envelope. As watch a televised match of the Masked Warrior taking on 3 other trainers. And they're Machamp, Primarina, and Decidueye at the Battle Royale. Dome easily defeated at the same opposing with trainers. Now, let me go ahead and start off with the start of the whole Battle Royale. Incineroar. Incineroar could be described as many things. A fire type, a dark type, a fire and dark type. But what's its true description? A heal Pokemon. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in wrestling, ain't heal means villain? Don't lie to me. You know what I mean when I say that. That means if it's a heal Pokemon, doesn't it make it a heal wrestler? Of the scary type? Wait, Tiger the Third? Wait, y'all cousins? Oh man, that's what's up. Alright, but he's a good guy. You're the bad guy. So, let me go ahead and help you get understanding of the situation or this discussion. Incineroar stands in a battle royal ring like a wrestler. Wow. Like a wrestler. So what does that make him a heel? Plus, his style is based on wrestling. I mean, Masked Warrior Incineroar was more than a match for all of his opponents. The Darkest Lariat was quickly failed with Masked Royal, having finally decided to get serious. Incineroar uses bulk up, enhancing, and throat chop, plus Darkest Lariat. So let me go ahead and say this: throat chop, which means he's doing a chop to the throat. Ric Flair style. Woo! No, y'all, no. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying what's going on. And that is Darkest Lariat, a spinning round clothesline. Kazuchika Okada's Rainmaker, maybe? So if you put his attacks in, his certain moves in, you would have yourself a heel Pokemon wrestler, or a heel wrestler Pokemon, with throat chop, which is a karate chop to the chest or throat. Bulk up, which means he is standing his ground against the opponent, and Darkest Lariat, which is a powerful clothesline. Incineroar strikes a series of synchronized poses with its trainer to build up Z power. Its body then becomes surrounded by a yellow-orange fire, and jumps up into the air, landing chest first on the opponent and cause a big explosion. Now, this is one Z move that says it all, which means Incineroar runs up to a wrestling ring, which it combustibly come out of the ground, dives into the target, inflicting massive damage like a wrestler or luchador, doing a high-flying wrestling move or maneuver, I forgot to put that in there, compared to a 360 Phoenix Frog Splash. So, if it's compared to a 360 Phoenix Frog Splash, doesn't that mean it's doing a wrestling move? Oh, my hands are shaking. My hands are shaking. I must be getting that excited. Because when it does that, it leaves his opponents in the ring, flat down on their face or back. Yes, sir. You're not feel for real. So, Incineroar the wrestler also values the attention of crowds. Incineroar's spirit goes up when the crowd is excited, or falters when the crowd is bored. When Incineroar's fighting spirit rises, so does the temperature around his navel waves. While it tends to act like a heel. Okay. Which means it describes him as being a wrestler. That would make Incineroar the G of all Pokemon. That would make him a fighting type if you was to put him in a situation. I mean, a true fighting type. Even Cross-Chop says no. But then, what about the ring itself? If it's compared to a wrestling ring, which means 3 ropes, 3 buckles, 4 posts, and a mat, saying, oh, this is a wrestler. So we're looking at, what can we call it? A fatal 4-way elimination match. That's strange. I could have sworn I heard myself a fatal 4-way Pokemon style elimination match. Because if you was to put a trainer behind one post of each ring and have a Pokemon stand out in the middle of it, inside of a ring, that will not make any fatal 4-way match. No. It'll make the one fatal 4-way match that says it all. Because one, a pro wrestler alias, the Masked Royal. A specialized Pokemon attack, Professor Kukui always also frequents the Battle Royal Dome under the Masked Royal alias the Masked Royal. The player makes their way to the Battle Dome at the Royal Avenue in order to compete with him in the Battle Royal. Now, the Masked Royal has some, descriptions of a luchador. Thank you, Mr. Mysterio. I would like to use your image to describe the situation. Mask, luchador. Pants, luchador. Shoes and buckle. Shoes and knee pads and elbow pads. Luchador. Because during the match of Ash becoming a mini-me of the Masked Royal, along with Terracat, he would fight against a evil team known as Mr. Magma and Mr. Electric. Face versus heel. Fascinating. And these heels was called the Revengers, a group of cheaters that were willing to employ all sorts of dirty tricks to assure the win. For example, restrain opponents' and gain up on them. In addition, the Revengers showed hypocritical as seen with the influential of Kiawe, Lana, after they intervened in the Masked Royals match at the Battle Royal. Which means a wrestling variation? Or, in my case, I'm going to describe it as a WWE variation. Which makes the Revengers a heel team. What? Just like the Bloodline. Wait. The Bloodline was a heel, but they was not that much of bad guys. No. They impressed us with their style, what makes them super guys. Yeah. What, you supposed to say good guys? No, they're super guys. Why? Because they had the most powerful team at the time. So what I'm saying is that, what I described earlier is that they would send out all of their Pokemon just to gain up one. Boy, you thought heal would never be described in a Pokemon. Not only that, these guys send out their Pokemon to restrain one while in the match. It's like you say, oh my God, this is crazy. Somebody help us, Jesus. No. You know why? Because it's like crazy. What if Professor Kukui was to join the Revengers as a heel trainer? Wow. I'm going to do that next video. Yeah, next video indeed. A good betrayal episode. Oh yeah. I could dig it. So everybody, with that being said, I'm your boy Chris Blackthorn Harris. Welcome to Pokemon TCG battles. I now shine on through telerization.